Hey guys, it's Joseph here, one of the founders of Sustain Coffee. I know it's been a while since we've been on YouTube, but we recently picked up an inexpensive camcorder and we're going to try and upload at least vlog style content here and there to get back in the swing.
Go that way, it's really hard. We're talking about health. What the heck is that thing?
The main thing that we want to document for at least getting back into the swing of things will be our Boycott Coffee cafe takeovers that happen every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at, you guessed it, Boycott Coffee. We've been doing this for a few months now, and it's really a lot of fun for us, and it's also been a great way to get coffee education to people on a weekly basis.
Things get really messy before they get organized.
If you haven't had the chance to come by, well, we hope you can, but if you can't and want a little idea of what it's all about, I can kind of give you a rundown. So the main things that we do are going to be, of course, education focused. So we'll do things like cup the coffees that we have on bar for free. We've done some things with water formulation. We've done some things with grind size and how it affects extraction. And here recently we've been doing a one-in-one thing where we serve both a small filter coffee as well as a espresso of the same region, just so you can kind of contrast the two. So what you're seeing now is what Dante and I have been considering our crunch time. We get there an hour before we open, so we are really hustling to get coffees ready to serve. Fortunately, because we use Ravenous at these events, we know his coffees really well, and throughout the week have probably been brewing them already, so it's just kind of final dial-ins and getting the recipes really set right so that people can enjoy them to the fullest.
Dante, do you feel like it's always a rush against the clock to get these coffees out in?
It's always mercy. There's always like
Yes. People are always waiting. If we open an hour earlier, they wouldn't be out there. But because we open at 10,
we're always rushing against the clock when we get here in the mornings because we're the ones who decide to get here at 9 a.m. an hour before we open and try and dial stuff in. But we got one coffee dialed in, that one's working, and the espresso's already dialed in. So we're basically good to go. We'll call it that, right? Yeah.
So as I said, we've been doing these cafe takeovers for a few months now, since November of 2022, and it's been a lot of fun for us. We're really thankful for Boycott for opening the space up and allowing us to take over the cafe in this way. One thing that we really like about doing these is that it's sort of a trial run, so to speak, of what it would look like for Sustain to have its own space of its own in a more centrally located place. Our headquarters is quite out of the way, and we're actually moving away from using the headquarters space entirely apart from private events. So it came at an ideal time whenever Alexander asked us if we would like to do some sort of event on a weekly basis in their space. Another thing that's been really fun for us in this space is just seeing how Boycott Coffee is slowly turning into this sort of playground for experimentation, education, and just all around having fun with coffee. So we're there on Sundays, of course, but there's other people occupying the space on other days of the week. For example, on Mondays and Wednesdays, Naaman is there, set up serving coffee that he roasts, and he does a lot of fun things with very high-grade coffees, a lot of rare varietals, and that sort of thing, and we highly encourage you go check him out. And then on the other days of the week, baristas Kat and Son are there, and they're serving up Boycott Coffee's menu and some of their single origin offerings, as well as some of their own crafted seasonal drinks. We highly encourage you to check them out if you're not there on Sundays. As the rest of the video finishes out, I would love to personally invite you to Sustain Coffee's cafe takeovers at Boycott Coffee every single Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a lot of fun, and we would love to see you there.
real behind the scenes dishwashing action right here. Who else is doing this? Put it in the comments.
We say don't get your drinks to go.
Right? Yeah, get it free. Exactly. That's what we're doing, right?
Also, if you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to the channel if you're not already. It helps us a ton. As well as checking out our Patreon. If you are a Patreon supporter, you get 10% off of Sustain things every time. So that means if you come to one of these pop-ups and you're at the lowest tier, you get 10% off retail coffee, retail merchandise, coffee itself, everything. It's great. Please consider supporting us. We are a nonprofit and rely on your support.
7.5